Watch the air.
Of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, Ozzy. Sit out. Mike 50.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Get in there and get physical with him. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, box drop. Army. Pull down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 50. Yo. Double up.
On the counter, Ingram. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
SOS. Middle. Check 3. Kill. Shit.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
By Miles Jack. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! 180! Finish shot! 50, Mike! 50! Know your job! Hey! Sit hot! Sit hot!
This time, Jackson will throw it. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
47. Mike's 47. Hey, report. Report.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. To knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun is Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return is Henderson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
What we got?
From the gun, Minshew to throw.
Here we go.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Last stop.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw it. Minshew looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Jaguars 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
58's Mike.
Minshew sets to throw. And able to find Conley. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Kill. Hey, Ozzy. Shut up.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 7.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Switch.
Here's Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Pull it together.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Deuce. Jammer. Look at me. Door. Check 6 guys.
A run here with Armstead. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Okay, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running. Orbit.
Check nickel.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Here we go. Shot. 60 Bison. Check.
48's the mic.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this time he'll look to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's get in now. 47, Mike. 47. Mike, 47. Hey. Watch the safety creep. You. Hey, check Mike 47.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check 43. Kill.
Alert 3.
You at X. Alert 3. Check 37. Check 24.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 20. Let's get the ball. Hey.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 41-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
48th Mike. 48th Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Keelan Cole now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch twist. Check three.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
Now Armstead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Gore. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Frank Gore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Charles to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 9, check 9. Check 4, check 4.
Wide, get wide.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
47 Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Under 10, 10.
Kill.
Slant. Check.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
Ravens 19.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Tighten up.
General West. Watch the shift.
They run it with Armstead, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Sponge. No.
Hey, rock it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Switch. Check. Safe.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike's 50. All day, punt.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike 20. Hey. There we go, Mike 20. Defense wins championships, baby. Check safety.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here, following the delay of game.
Mike 20. Hey, man. Watch the boot. You at X. There we go, Mike 20. Hey, come on, oh. Check. Hey, middle. Hey, Mike 20.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
Lamar Jackson.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Rock it.
This is Armstead on the carry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
50, plant.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Hey, tight. Hey, Delta.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. In your face. 58, right over there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's his fullback. This is Bruce Miller. And they'll... It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Get ready.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Ready. 18 Gator.
I'm coming after you.
Look, squeeze.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Zipper. Hey, lock it.
Bang. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Bruce Miller, the fullback, his first carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Jacksonville.
Ready, set, yo, faster.
Right now, let's go. I'm coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Under.
On 1st and goal, Gore. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Frank Gore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Bravo.
Mike, 48. Mike,
Ready.
Now Minshew, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
On first down, again, they go with Armstead. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raquel Armstead hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Report. Hey, watch the ship. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31. Watch out.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think.
Check 56. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist.
They'll give it back to Armstead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, 48's the mic. Check.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check tight. Check tight. Shoot.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Watch the pass.
Mike, 48.
Get it.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
58.
Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it.